Hey guys, Kamal here, back with another video. Now in this video I'll be showing you something very interesting that happened to me this morning when I was playing Battle Nations on the iPad. Actually it was yesterday, so I got my third melee fragment. I'm very happy about this, and it's a very good thing for me, mainly because this means I can score more points in a boss strike, and I have extra armor and extra health on the front line. Now instead of deploying an electric fence, say, or another mega tank, I can deploy another melee fragment, thus adding another 1160 HP to my front line. And just to show how good or how easy fighting the rebels is with melee fragments and with 3, and for the matter of the fact, I'll start the fight now and I'll show you guys. Now, if you're curious to the formation that I used to beat the Sentinel, I was using only 2 melee fragments, deploying them on the far left and far right hand side, and I killed all parts of the ancient Sentinel, and I earned the melee fragment in that manner. I was extremely happy, as you can imagine, and probably I do wish that I'd gotten a ranged fragment as well, but another melee is amazing. I'm extremely happy about that. I'm not, as the saying goes, you shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. And when you have melee frags, really the things that you have to fear are mostly only units that have piercing damage time and units that can freeze your melee frags. That's really the only thing that you have to fear. Also brawlers. Brawlers definitely take note of their attacks, because one of their attacks, their last attack, can attack all of your melee frags at once and literally strip all of their armor. And if the armor's gone, they get some lucky crits, and they might even kill your melee frag. But generally, when you're fighting rebels, I just be careful of elemental troops. Their laser gunners should do more damage, but because the frag's dodge is quite high, these guys tend to miss. But this guy, the plasma troop, you need to be wary of his primary attack. It can crit and deal a lot of damage to frags, so you need to be wary of elemental troopers and plasma troopers, mainly when you're fighting rebels. And when we're facing silver wolves with melee frags, we all know that there's that one specific unit that we hate more than anything else, and that is the beloved Alpha truck. Simply due to this thing, this attack, the widespread attack, 72 to 88 times 4 damage, and it literally shreds your frags. It's crazy. But in some ways, the Chinook might be worse because of its buckshot, the scatter shot attack, which has armor piercing coupled with very, very high damage. It can be in some cases worse than the alpha truck if it's targeting a specific frag for many times, and even its primary attack can do a lot of damage. I've seen this crit and deal 210 damage with one of its out of its 3 attacks on my melee frags. But oh, and then this guy is really a large nuisance, because if your melee frag doesn't stun or crit, it will not take it out in a single shot, and it can fire off that last burst and crit and do ridiculous damage and take out your melee frags. So I'm not going to use the melee frags alone in this fight. I'm going to be putting in some plasma artillery, simply because it will take too long to take the rock out of the way. Let's get started. Got a nice stun off of that last attack with the melee. And now, but the biggest advantage of having 3 now is that I have 3 attacks that can target all vehicles on the map, and do that for the exact number of turns required to prep the plasma fissure attack. And thus I have these guys to start off my boss strike with, which should be a great help, and their health will mean they will last. Then you have the plasma artilleries to finish that off. Just look at that. A pistol. A pistol is better than a tank at killing the melee frags, which is ridiculous. But let's not bite the hand that made this great game for us. Yep. And again. Fortunately, the melee frags do have good dodge though, for at rank 6. Hope you enjoyed this short showcase of my 3rd melee frag, and I hope you guys get lucky with your sentinel fights or construct fights or so, and get more frags. As always, feel free to like and subscribe. Boer Commander out.